Hey, you guys, welcome or welcome back. We're going to do a reading on Diddy today. We're going to take a look at his current general energy and then what we can see for the rest of the week. Everything I say is alleged. I could be spot on, picking up rumors, or I could just be wrong. So we're going to jump into it. Okay, so his current general energy is coming up as if I can get through this, if I could just get to the end. So it's kind of this tunnel vision energy where he's acknowledging that this can go one of two ways, good for him or bad for him. He's trying to focus on the positive, but obviously he's in it right now. So there's moments when it's hard to focus on things going your way, right? But let's go ahead and clarify and get into it. I am seeing some mental stress here. Yeah, for him right now, it's about patience and getting through. I'm seeing some type of delay, but also I'm seeing him feeling betrayed by somebody. So I don't know who has and will be testifying, but I'm also getting like somebody pleading the fifth or not really saying much. But I'm getting, and obviously there's going to be different times throughout this week and different people. It's a lot of different things popping up. So bear with me. But yeah, he feels like somebody is betraying him. Let's see. But yeah, so he's just kind of acknowledging that, this can go one of two ways, trying to stay calm. And then this could be a little bit of back and forth between Diddy's counsel and then the counsel for the opposing. So it seems like tying a lot of different business partners or business relationships with, I want to say intimacy or romance or whatever. Let me get one more on that one. He could be feeling like people are telling half truths or only acknowledging one part of a situation. Let's see. I'm also seeing some type of religious relationship. So whether that's connections, and I keep seeing something like some type of vacation. Maybe this could be I'm not really seeing pages like that, but maybe it's a mention of the camp this week. But as much as I'm seeing doubt and fear, I'm also seeing a lot of confidence. This could even be him feeling like he has some type of secret weapon, whether that be counsel or, something that he feels like will make his chances higher of winning the case. And I'm not sure whose side this is, but I kind of feel like it could be his side. His counsel is like somebody is kind of dropping the ball. It seems kind of stressful. Anything else here? I'm getting a lot of breadcrumbing when it comes to testimony. And again, this could just be his feelings about what he's hearing people say. Like, again, somebody's not giving enough detail or somebody's not giving the full truth. And again, this is his perception, his current energy. So let's get some direct questions going. I don't know if this is like a day ending early or something. It just seems like something abruptly ends. Um, Somebody could be getting kicked out the courtroom. But so my next question was, because I want to look at multiple people's energy for this week. And I'm asking about the judge, how he feels about the trial so far. It's given that same energy, so maybe that was some of his energy I was picking up on in a previous spread. But I just keep getting like, it's just not enough. Feels breadcrumbs. So maybe one of the attorneys is being, the judge perceives one or more of these attorneys to be annoying in some way, or this could be somebody that's even on the stand. But let's just try to get a little bit more information. And maybe he's even, the judge, maybe even trying to stop himself from saying certain things. He just seems agitated, specifically with something that's being said or communicated. I don't know if Diddy planned to testify or not. It's like somebody's just not establishing whatever they're claiming. That's how the judge is seeing it right now. And granted, I know the trial just began, but it's, I don't know what. Well, time show. We're talking about drugging people here. Unalivings. So this could be things that's talked about this week, or because again, we're asking how the judge feels about the case so far, and again, we're extending it to the end of the week. And so these could be things that he's reacting to throughout this week. It's just like somebody is long and drawn out, and it's just not, they're saying a lot of nothing. That's the vibes. That's how I feel right now. But sometimes it be very relevant in some type of way. But let's see how the jurors are viewing Diddy's argument so far. How the jurors viewing Diddy and his team so far. How is Diddy, the jurors, feeling about Diddy and his team currently? How are they feeling? So it's still very early. It's, 50-50 right now. They feel pretty shocked with some of the things that's being said. We're going to try to see what that is. They're confused about something that's been, it seemed like the whole courtroom is confused. Let's see, what about, they don't like one of the attorneys. It seemed like he has, he comes off like he has an attitude. Maybe unprofessional on some level. Maybe he's kind of aggressive. Let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing some type of setback in the courtroom for some reason. So I don't know if something ended early or again, it's just some type of delay. Like somebody didn't plan well. So we're talking about underage energy right here. I'm just talking about a lot of harassment in the workplace. People being paid to do, maybe they agreed to be paid to do one thing, but then other things were introduced against their will. I'm getting like kidnapping energy, again, being held against your will type energy. Yeah. So again, I feel like the flavor camp or whatever may be brought up this week. Again, underage energy. This could be text messages as well. Again, somebody's denying something. This could be Diddy denying that these things happen. He could be showing physical signs of disagreement. Let's see. And again, I'm seeing, a preacher, pastor, or somebody brought up this week. Let's see. I am seeing some type of regret here. Maybe this is his lawyer saying, like, Mr. Combs regrets some of his actions. However, they're not crimes because of this. Mr. Combs has different way of living, different things that he likes, but it's not a crime. Woo-woo. It's this energy of trying to gain empathy and sympathy for him. I'm not sure what's funny, but I'm getting humor here as well. But let's go ahead and see how they feel about the other side. How do the jurors feel about the prosecutors on Diddy's case? How do they currently feel about the prosecutors? How do they feel about that? A lot of things just feel very unprepared, ill prepared. They may feel like somebody is super young in terms of the the counsel. They feel like, I don't know what was said, or it feels like something that's offensive to his kids. So like if his kids is there in the courtroom, or people are assuming like, oh, they're going to see it, the jurors feel like somebody did too much when it came to the kids in some way, or his family or something. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting some type of outburst. All right. This could be a mother to one of his children they're talking about as well. Don't you fall. They like a feminine energy on that side, on the prosecutor side. I'm not sure if they have, but yeah, or maybe it's gonna be somebody that's attractive. and also about a drug dealer. So I don't know if a drug dealer is testifying this week, or they're focusing on some type of drug charge. Let's see. You know, it could be hearing about things that we've never heard about. Like, these are new Diddy stories unlocked. That's even more wilder, it seems. Yeah, somebody's talking about underworld type business, underground, however you say it. Somebody, they feel like a lot of, I ain't gonna say all of the jurors, but majority probably feel like some of their witnesses so far, or this, you know, this week, motives are off. So they don't necessarily believe why they're doing it or if they are being honest. I don't know why that's sticking out. I mean, obviously, right? It's a court case, right? But it seems obvious in a way. Okay, let's see. How does and will Diddy feel about his lawyer's performance or representation? I think is a better word. This week, how will Diddy feel about his lawyer's representation this week? How does he feel? How will he feel about representation from his lawyers? You know, whatever approach they're taking, he is, again, acknowledging like, this can go good for me or this can go bad for me. You know, it's only two ways. Focusing, tunnel vision, trying to be positive. Of course, negative thoughts come in. He is feeling a little shaky about the plan or the direction that the lawyers are trying to take this in. So let's keep going. How does Diddy feel about and will he feel about his lawyer's representation for him this week? Okay, I'm seeing some conflict between two people. So maybe the lawyers aren't agreeing. Maybe Diddy's feeling away towards a lawyer or whatnot. But let's dig deeper and see. But yeah, more so is kind of the uncertainty of, will this direction work? It seems like a rare, if ever heard of approach. I don't know why it's coming up. Like, again, I could be spot on picking up rumors, or I could just be wrong. We'll see how this actually plays out. Okay. Seeing something about undercover, or, and I keep see. 1 second. I almost feel like he could get rid of somebody, or there could just be somebody new joining the team. Show me more. This could be a feminine energy on his team that he's kind of feeling unfulfilled with. Yeah, something unexpected with one, or, you know, one of the lawyers or his team. Something unexpected. All right, so how do the jurors see Diddy this week? How do the jurors honestly, genuinely feel about and towards Diddy this week? How do the jurors feel about and towards Diddy this week? All right. So it does seem like majority of the jurors are trying their best to be neutral and to decide based off of the criteria they were told to decide on. Some of them are feeling like he uses his money to get what he wants. There is some doubt of his guilt within that group of jurors currently. Because whatever they're doing to try to gain him sympathy and empathy, it seems like it's working to some degree. But yeah, it seems like they're trying to remain neutral, most of them at least. Yeah, I feel like there's some sympathy there for some reason. And then I do see moments of fear and disgust. So it feels like it's going to be a mixed bag. At least currently for this week, it's definitely going to be a mixed bag on how they feel. Yeah. All right, so let's see what else. It's just coming up like some vulnerable energy here. We got connections of cycle and family dynamics, home dynamics, temptation, hole in the soul. It's like and then they may be even saying like, oh, some of this took place when he was younger. He was like exploring himself, getting to know who he is, trying to find himself type vibes. It's interesting. Yeah. What is the outcome for Diddy and his team this week? What is the outcome for Diddy and his team this week? Wow. So far, we got 2 aces here. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Let's see. What's the outcome for Diddy and his team this week? Show me the outcome for Diddy and his team this week. Okay, so I am seeing some rough days as well. It seems like people are kind of being fair the first couple days, and then, once they start hearing different things, right, different people testify. Again, I'm getting young energy this week. Outcome for Diddy and his team this week. Anything else? Okay. Independence and endings. I wonder how long this trial gonna be. I don't know. For some reason, it don't seem super long. But I could be off. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why patience keeps coming up. But yeah. All right. Notice, I'm seeing somebody being injured. I could be picking up on something outside of here, but maybe that's just what they're talking about, some injuries that he caused or something. Let's see. The judge seems to be leaning or understanding more on Diddy's side this week. And again, energy can change, so I'm just trying to focus on this week. Try to do it week by week. Sometimes I may jump in there multiple times during the week, but that's how I'm intending this to go. But yeah, I'm seeing more talk about unaliving. So that seems to be the folk, drugs and unaliving mostly this week. I mean, I do see some mention of money. I don't know what all charges they have against him currently, but I want to clarify a little bit more. And I think that'll be it for now. I don't really feel like I'm picking up on too much. I might be a little rusty. But yeah, it's a lot of woe is me energy, victim consciousness, and it's a lot of religion. I don't know if he's like putting his 2 cents in a lot with his lawyers. He's trying to control and dictate the situation, but it's definitely coming off like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. It's coming off like the marketing that he's doing for himself prior to this build up with the whole brother love and change and all. It just, I don't know, it feels fake, and it feels obviously fake on some level. It's about learning from the past and things like that, getting to know yourself, that type of vibes. Faith of going home, missing his family. It's like little things to gain sympathy from the drawers or whatnot. Is that it? I think I'm going to ask one last question, and that's just in general what we can see. Hopefully we can get something different than what we've been pulling. What can we see in general in court this week? Anything we need to know or we want to know about what may happen in court this week during the Diddy trial? Anything else we can see? Seeing some type of bombshell. I don't know. What can we see with Diddy this week? What's coming up for Diddy this week in court? Yeah, again, it might be some type of delay. I keep seeing, but I think is the judge's energy here as well. Seeing some regret here, harping, reconsidering something. I don't know. Let's dive in real quick. Show me. Yeah, it just seemed like some very emotional testimony as well from a female, could be Cassie. I'm trying to pick up on things that haven't happened yet. I don't really know what's been going on so far. I know it's only been a couple days, but yeah, it's a lot of contradictions going on as well. It's like the jurors are kind of perceiving as somebody's playing with their emotions. Something that somebody's doing, they expose themselves immediately. Yeah, basically. So I think that's all I have for today. I wish I got more, but I'll see y'all next time. Later.